everybody, welcome. It's Trina Dawn here with the Love Your Body Summit, and I have with me here today Desirée Dunbar. Welcome, Des.
Hi, everybody.
And I'm here on the other side getting an interview from Desirée. Thank you.
I'm so excited and totally honored that you invited me here today with you. And everybody, I'm so excited to share this conversation. Trina obviously is an incredible host, but she is so much more than a host. She is a priestess, she is a divine light worker, and she's also, you might not know this about her, but she is a yoga instructor as well. And I know she's trained many people in Reiki and energy healing. And another fun thing about her you might not know is she actually has training as an engineer, which I think is fascinating. And it's power engineering, which is sort of like Reiki, light work.
Yeah.
But it also just shows how much you devote, Trina, to whatever you're doing. I think, I've had you as a coach inside my programs supporting me. And I remember that first time you came in and supported me in a 3-day event, and you were just volunteering. You were there doing Seva, this volunteering. And I saw you in the breakout group rooms with the other women and thought, this woman is incredible. You were truly in your zone of genius, shining, lifting the other women up. I saw the other women having breakthrough after breakthrough, feeling so much better about themselves in just a short period of time. And that's when I scooped you up, invited you to come in because I thought, oh my gosh, I need this woman on my team. So I just want everyone to know here how much of a heart of gold you have as well. And this project is huge. There's so many moving pieces to bring together, from inviting these next level leaders to making sure people get all their emails. So really want to acknowledge you for all the passion, blood, sweat, and tears that you've put into this. Thank you so much.
Thanks. That was a beautiful introduction. Thank you.
You deserve it. But what I would love for everybody to know from you to them is really what why is really just why. Why are you doing all this? What is so important to you that you want to shout it from the rooftops? Why?
Well, uh, goes to loving your body, really. Because for a while I didn't, and I was unhappy with the way I looked and crying already. But yeah, I just don't want anybody else to have to go through that and really not like themselves and the way they
Yeah.
look.
And I feel that emotion. I know you've told this story many times, but I think your mess is your message, your mess, meaning your life experience and the sacred gifts that come through. And when you say you don't want other people to go through this, what was that for you?
When uh, when I had when I turned 50, I got Graves' disease and thyroid eye disease, and my eyes were popping out of my head, and I looked like an alien, literally, and it was very painful. And I just, yeah, I wouldn't want anybody else to go through that. But I remember walking on the beach in Mexico, and I looked terrible. And this little girl was like staring at me, and I was like, don't look at me. I didn't want to be seen at all. And yeah, so it's really hard, but I get through,
Yeah,
come
and
out
that's
the
so
other
challenging
side.
when you're used to, and I know you were a model and a bodybuilder, and your body is your tool. It's an aesthetic, artistic tool, essentially, right? For your vocation and your life. And so to all of a sudden not be in control or to have something kind of really go out of balance, that must have been also very not only painful, but also scary too.
Very scary. And never to ever look the same again. Like that was such a hard transition to go through. Was like, I will never be Trina again. But I
And
really like through the years, that's 7 years ago now.
Wow.
almost 7 years ago. And yeah, come out the other side shining brighter. Literally. Like I
Yeah.
changed professions through that portal. It
Wow.
was like a portal, a dying of the old Trina, really, and a rebirth of somebody totally new and ready to shine her light. So it really,
Wow.
yeah, dark night of the soul is what they call it. But and it really
Wow.
happened, and I wasn't listening to my body,
Right.
what it was telling me. And it was like saying, look, Trina, you're doing the wrong thing. It was like a
Wow.
multi-level marketing company, and
Okay.
the company was great. It was beautiful. I did it for 20 some years and I loved them and I still take their products. But the building the business wasn't me, that type of business. It didn't resonate with me
Right.
anymore.
And were you overtly spiritual at that time too? Because now obviously spirit and embracing spirit is really important to you. Has that changed at all, or was that always there?
It was there in the back burner, right? Because 25 years ago, I became a Reiki master teacher.
Right.
But then I've had some religious people tell me that, that's bad. So 20 years later, I never taught it. I
Mm,
did it on myself, my family, my husband, but I always hid it. So I was like two people for 20 years. And then when this all happened, then I became that spiritual warrior that changed her life because I didn't want to, be that anymore. I wanted to teach spirituality really to women and to listen to their bodies because they tell you exactly. You just have to listen.
wow. Yeah, and I think what I hear you saying too is giving people the shortcut. So if they could
Yeah.
listen to the signs,
Yeah.
and not just push them away and then take action, right?
Hmm.
What would be an example of that? How do we like how would you what would you have done differently? Hindsight being 2020, like was it something
Yeah.
you felt or was it an intuition or what is that exactly?
Yeah, exactly. It was like a yeah, it came down on me like a ton of bricks, like the whole change did. But and I started listening at that point when I found out like what was going on in my body and I could do the reading on myself, like I am the oracle. I understood exactly what happened. And yeah, so it was intuition. Yeah,
Yeah.
intuition and going with,
Yeah.
yeah, with the breadcrumbs as they came.
It's so challenging, isn't it? Because I don't know if anyone listening here has felt that, but I certainly have. I remember working on my business in the early days, and it was so much to learn and figure out, and you don't really know if it's going to work. And I was getting this little chest pain, and I immediately went to, I must have breast cancer. I need to go to the doctor. Like all like it can go the other way too, where
Yeah,
your brain is like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna die. There's
yeah,
something wrong with me. And I did. I went for a mammogram and I was totally fine.
yeah,
But it's so interesting, like how our mind kind of plays tricks on us,
yeah,
or is just like, no, I'm fine. And we actually can wear this badge of honor for like pushing and toughing it out. And you get to the finish line no matter what. Like, where do you think we learn that from as women that like to push?
yeah, yeah. Uh, Definitely ancestral wounding for sure. Yeah, that's the way they were raised and grew up, pushing
Yeah.
through everything and ignoring everything and pleasing everybody. People pleasers. But yeah,
Yeah,
our
people
parents
pleasers.
and our mums.
And it could have been too, I'm just getting this download as you're talking, like when times were a little bit tougher, whether it was during a war or depression or these world challenges that you wouldn't have talked about your feelings. You wouldn't have like
Mhm.
talked about any of that. It's like you're just getting by. You hope there's going to be food on the table and a roof over your head. But now we live in a very different time, don't we?
Mhm.
How do you, as the Oracle Channel priestess, describe this time that we're living in?
Mm. It's beautiful, a beautiful earth, and it's changing every day. Like it, um, yeah, and I'm not sure what to say about that exactly. Do you have something on your mind?
Yeah, well, I love that you think it's beautiful because I think of what I notice is a lot of people don't feel that.
Okay,
I had a woman come to my circle a little while ago. I was teaching a workshop on grief actually in person, and she was Chinese and I had a translator, and she was
okay,
kind of crying during one of the exercises, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, what's
yeah.
going on?" And she was like, "It just feels so good to release and let go in a world that feels so sad and scary right now."
Oh,
And it was like she was picking up on just the grief that could be felt on the planet, but also I think her fear, and she was in her 70s, of like, how am I leaving this earth to the next
wow.
generations, to
Yeah.
my children and grandchildren? And what can I do? Like, it just felt like her hands were like tied into
Wow.
having all these emotions around it.
And that's a whole
Um,
different way of thinking for sure, because for me, I feel that it's a gift to that we get to do what we love every
yeah,
single day.
yeah,
And I know my mom worked every day as a nurse and yours
yeah,
too.
yeah.
So they did what they had to do, and we get to uplift women and raise a beautiful earth. I think
Mm,
it's growing
mhm.
beautifully with all shiny lights. Like we have 23, probably going to be 25 shining lights for all of you
Yeah,
wonderful people watching this. It's beautiful.
amazing.
Hmm.
Yeah, and I think there's that contrast. Like we started talking about contrast of you, right? Having the Reiki training, doing it on your family, and yet here in your business, you were starting to not be happy there. And so there's contrast, and we can end up going up towards the light like you did so beautifully. And I think same thing, the darker the shadows and the energy on the planet, the more opportunity there is actually for the light
Yeah,
workers to come out and shine. And
yeah,
this is a powerful time. Like, what,
it
if
is.
there's anyone watching here who's kind of on the fence and they think, oh, I'd love to be doing what Trina does or what Desiree does or all these incredible speakers, like, but they're in a mode where they've created a life or they just happen to arrive in this life and it seems impossible. What do you want them to know?
Oh, that anything is possible. Yeah. And there is like both you and I both have beautiful memberships that uplift humanity. So it like getting into a community of like-minded women that can help raise you up and give you power. I know everybody's sovereign in their own right, but if you have that added help in a community, that makes all the difference.
Yes, and your community is so amazing. I love that you create this hub, this beautiful like energy vortex
Yeah.
for your women because I know they go out to their husbands or partners, to their work, to the store, to the XYZ, and they are going to be with non-believers or just people who have a very different mindset than them. So I feel like when they come into your beautiful vortex, that there's just a sense of rebalancing, a sense of home, a sense of peace, a sense of stability. Because
Hmm.
even in our jobs, if we think, oh, I want to have this job because I get medical and different things like that, and it's
Right.
stable. Is it really stable? I think in the world we live in, we don't know what's stable and what's not.
Hmm.
And can you tell us a little bit about your community? Because even the name is just so perfect.
It's so Oasis Club. And yeah, you're right. It is a beautiful vortex. And we do magic rituals, new moon, full moon. We follow the Sabbats. And it's just beautiful. We get together bi-weekly, like every 2 weeks. And and it's a beautiful community. And I feel like they do come. I'm attracting more people like myself really to the group, which is lovely to see. And they do go out into the muggle world, we call it, and when they come back, they get like a little uplift, power uplift to maintain. And the more they come, the more their frequency rises, and the more they can hold it, and they know that feeling, that the higher frequency. And yeah, you can just see them light up as soon as they come in class there into the Zoom. They're just shining bright. We have a
That
Waisu
is,
club tonight.
oh,
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
It almost feels like a new set point of frequency, right? And
Yeah.
then, of course, sometimes we get dragged back down again by the people in our life, but when they come back twice a month, then it's like it feels like you're sparkling them up, you're reminding them this is where we get to land, and eventually it becomes the new normal.
Exactly. Yeah, a new
Mm.
set point. I love that. And also, I mean, I'm with them every day. They can speak with me, and every day we have a little community that's,
Oh,
yeah, so we can bicker back and forth and visit with each other, and I have healthy challenges, like little challenges each month to do, like your little stretches. Yeah. And yeah, they enjoy
amazing.
that. Yeah.
That's awesome. I love it. Yeah, so you're nudging people to their next level, it feels like too. So because we're
Mhm.
all growing, just like any garden, we're all evolving
Yeah.
and growing. And I think when we embrace that energy of evolution and you have a mentor with you, it just accelerates and makes it more elegant. And I see you doing that so beautifully.
Yeah. Yeah. I love it, and it's so fun.
How important is music to you?
Yeah, yeah, music is huge. I grew up, my dad played the fiddle, grandpa played the accordion, and they'd all sit around in a circle, and that's all they did. There was no TV, like they just played music, sang,
Wow.
fiddle. And yeah, so I grew up with that and learned harmony at a very young age and did choir. I was in the choir the whole time growing up, and I had a couple bands and Eyes of Blue. And yeah, it was fun. I play the guitar and sing. And sometimes in our Oasis Club, we do chanting, and that's helps to get the voice and use your words and makes you stronger in your boundaries because you learn to use your voice more. Yeah, chanting
Yeah.
is and mantras are amazing.
And because I know you so well, I know you're an expert in mantras as well and initiating people through
Yes.
mantra, which is so amazing. I actually didn't even know about this until I had an experience with Amma, the hugging saint, and she initiated me in the ceremony with a mantra, and it really literally changed my life. It totally initiated me into the divine feminine, and I know how pivotal and powerful that could be for women.
Yeah.
How do you do that? Would you just describe it in case anyone was like me and they don't know what that is?
Yeah, it's the nakshatra birth star mantra. And it is when I'd have to reread it. I haven't done it for a while. But when the you were born at a certain time that a star in the sky, the Earth was directed to a star, and that is
Wow.
your star, your birth star, nakshatra birth star, and you get a mantra, and it's private. And I know yours was
Yeah.
private. You
Yeah,
couldn't.
I'm not allowed to tell anyone what
You're
it
not
is.
allowed to, yeah. So I have mine in my closet, so I never forget it, but it's closed. Nobody can see it.
Ah,
Yeah.
oh.
Yeah.
Kind of makes
And
it more special in a way too,
yeah.
doesn't it? It's like
Yeah.
it's just for you with the divine.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And I play my
Mm,
guitar and sing a song for you when you get your
mm,
birth star mantra.
that is so special. I
Yeah.
love
I
that.
forgot about that. I haven't done that for a while. Thanks. Thanks for reminding me. I was like, hey, another tool in my pocket.
You have a lot of tools. I can see why you might forget them. And
Yes.
another one is numerology.
Oh,
Everybody might
yes.
not know this about Trina, but I often send her a message and I'm like, hey, what does this number mean? Because I'm not a numbers expert, but and I love your interpretations around them.
Yeah.
Um, how has numerology supported you over the years?
Oh my gosh. It actually gives me the power to keep moving forward. Yes, because
Wow.
I am a life path 30 and my life was to learn communication. And I know that because that's what I've been working on my whole life is to learn to speak and speak up for myself and communicate well. So I'm keep learning that. And then I'm a Destiny 10, which is like number one and it goes forward like a arrow, like a one. And so
Okay.
yeah, so I'm intuitive leader, like a leader. And I never
Yeah.
knew that. And so as soon as I found out that, I'm like, why am I not leading? I need to lead people. So once you find out your numbers, it just changes your mindset. Totally changes your
Wow.
mindset. Yeah, it's
Wow.
really propelled me forward fast. Like, yeah.
Amazing. How many
It's
sisters and
awesome.
brothers do you have? Do you have siblings?
Yeah, I have a sister and three brothers.
And where are you in the order?
I'm the baby.
You're the baby. And how did that impact your life like as an adult? Like how does that I'm the oldest, so
Right.
I'm not too sure.
Oh gosh, my brother always said, "Oh, I wore them in for you," because he and so by the time I came along, like I was like it was gravy. Got everything given to me, and yeah, I was
Yeah,
treated like the baby.
a
Hmm.
little more lax, right?
Very
Because
much so. A little too lax.
that's funny. And were you always, you say you're working in communication, were you like that as a child? Like, were you shy? Were you gregarious?
Super shy. I would
Yeah.
hide, like somebody would come up, I'd hide behind my mom's leg.
Oh,
Like I remember Kelly telling me that. She goes, "You were so shy, you'd hide behind your mom."
oh my gosh, that's
Yes.
amazing.
Yeah.
And if you could, like, as your future self now, who's highly successful, a public speaker, a woman who's creating this incredible, multifaceted event, what would you want that little shy version of you to know that's hiding behind your mom? Like, what would you say to her right now?
Oh gosh, come out of hiding. Stop that. You you are more than yeah, more than you think you are. And
Yeah,
shine your light. Like just yeah, move forward and keep going and speak your truth even when you're scared.
speak your truth even when you're scared.
Mhm.
Yeah, so important.
Yeah, big
Yeah, I
time.
think there's people listening right now that needed to hear that. So thank you for saying that out loud. And I know you're going to give us something to take away. You've already given us so much here. It's incredible, but you've also put together a wonderful gift that
Mhm.
will take us through the fall and beyond. And everybody, I want you to really scoop this up from Trina because her work is just so incredible and she overgives usually. So when you click on the button around this video, you're going to get instant access to it. So you want to make sure you grab it today. If you have the VIP access, I know Trina's mentioned you're going to get longer access to the gift, but you should still grab it right away. And I definitely recommend the VIP access as well, because you're going to have forever access to these videos. And for me, I love going back, listening to them through the winter months when I need a little boost of high
Oh,
vibe inspiration. And it's a steal of a deal, honestly. So I highly recommend grabbing your VIP. But Trina, what's your gift?
it is called the Love Your Body or Bodhi Masterclass, and I'll just explain that because a bodhicitta in Sanskrit is actually an enlightened mind. Yeah. Um, yeah, so I kind of made a twist. So enlightened body, Bodhi. So
Love
love your
it.
body, but it's all about enlightenment. And yeah, like we work with vitality and um, yeah, it's just a great masterclass. You're going to learn a lot. Learn a
What
lot
is
about your body.
what is Vitati? I don't know what that is.
Vitality,
Oh,
vitality.
vitality. I thought it was like a goddess. I'm like,
Yeah.
Vitati.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You're going to learn about a goddess, and yes, you will.
Is there a chanting or mantra practice in that one?
There
In
is.
that?
There
Yeah,
is. Yeah.
that's what I thought. Okay,
Yeah. Yeah.
amazing. So
Yeah. I start with that. Yeah.
so we'll go and use our voice. Is there any movement in this particular one, or what can we
No, not in
expect?
this one. Not in
Okay,
this one. In the
okay,
Listen to Your Heart has a lot of movement. This one is Love Your Body.
perfect.
Yeah,
I
and
love
at
it.
the end, I should fix the end, but the end invites you to the Love Your Body membership, but now I've changed it to Oasis Club. So just so you know, if you're watching it, yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And are doors open to Oasis Club? Is that something that we need to wait for? Is there a wait list, or how do we jump in with you?
Yeah, there's I can put a link here for
Okay,
Oasis Club and you can jump in at any time.
that's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah,
And
and
do you sign up for the year, or how does that work?
you can sign up for the year. There's monthly payments or annual. Annual, you save 2 months. And I forgot to say that yoga and Pilates is included in Oasis Club. So it's not only
Oh,
just the workshops and the sessions, it's actually
and
yoga
are
and
those live?
Pilates. Yeah,
Okay.
live classes. Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, it's so fun.
Wow. So there's something every single week then,
Oh
if
yeah.
people want to.
Oh,
Okay.
yep, yep. Yeah.
That's incredible. And I know it's really affordable for a lot of people. It won't be for everybody, but
Yeah.
for I think a lot of people are going to be pleasantly surprised when they click around here and see
Yeah.
that it's affordable and for the value that you're giving so much in there. So I'm
Hmm.
excited for people to jump in with you, experience that master class, and also jump into Oasis Club. It's going to be amazing. Any
Yeah.
final words of wisdom? You've already given us so much, but anything else you're just feeling for this particular group that's watching today
Yeah.
that to come through?
Yeah, and just yeah, if you feel that you can't watch all 4 or 5 every day, go ahead and get the VIP. You will not regret it. It's $37. Is so cheap. I just wanted to say that because this whole thing is amazing and you're going to learn so much. You don't want to miss anything. So
Why is it so inexpensive?
yeah, well, so that more people, because we're raising the frequency of the planet and we want people to take part in this. And yeah, I think $37 is a reasonable, well, it's cheap for what you're getting and we're raising humanity and I love it.
Yeah, plus you're giving all of this for free. I know
Yeah,
so many people here are scooping it up for free, and that's
yeah,
wonderful too, right? Because
yeah.
I agree, like we're stronger together, and the more of us going on the journey together and not just in our own separate corners, like we're
Yeah.
really on this ride together all week long. And there's something to that. There really is a butterfly effect that I'm feeling right now.
Yeah, yeah. A ripple effect. It's just gonna ripple from here.
Feel it.
More shiny
Woo!
lights.
Well, thank you. Thanks, everybody. So click on those two links below. Check it out. I know you're going to have an amazing rest of your time with Trina Dawn Johnson, whether your journey stops here or you keep going with her. I highly recommend keep going with her. I've been a friend, colleague, and mentor with Trina for many moons, many years now.
Yes.
And yeah, she's a real deal. Thanks, love.
Yeah. Thank you, Des. And thank you, everybody, for coming. We'll see you later.
Bye.
Bye.